India, a country known more for its people than for its spectacular wildlife.
This is one of the most overpopulated parts of the country.
But if you know where to look, there's wildlife hidden in every nook and cranny.
This looks like ideal Palascat habitat. Wow.
Sandesh Kadur, a National Geographic explorer and wildlife filmmaker, is on a mission to uncover the secretive lives of India's smallest wild cats.
They are fierce. They are fast. And sometimes they are furious.
More than anything, the small wild cats of India are elusive, evasive, and incredibly difficult to find in the wild.
I'll need to use every trick and technique I know to catch these cats on camera. Oh my God, look at that. What do we have there?
But it won't be easy.
Oh, it's going to be a tight squeeze.
India is home to 10 of the world's small cat species, more than any other country. They live in nearly every habitat, from humid, dense jungles to the dry, cold deserts of the Himalaya. Sandesh is on a journey to bring these little-known little felines to life. Ladakh, a land of high passes and astonishing contrast. The freezing winters and hot, dry summers make it tough to survive here. This is the kingdom of the Pallas's cat. When the Pallas's cat was first described in 1776, this grumpy-looking cat was believed to be the ancestor of the Persian cat. But later comparison showed there's no relation. Sandesh is here to find out more about this mysterious, misunderstood small cat.
We're here in Ladakh. This is the Trans-Himalaya. This is supposed to be the rain shadow region with very little rainfall. But look at this. I've never seen anything like it.
The unexpected rain has washed out the road.
There's been some pretty heavy rainfall up in the mountains, and it's washed off the road completely. We just got stuck in the middle of that. The water levels are rising and the four-wheel drive quit working. So it was pretty intense just getting that vehicle back out of there. That was pretty scary.
Sandesh's search for the Pallas's cat will have to wait. With the weather cleared, Sandesh heads east to the high-elevation, cold desert of Changtang. This is one of the few places in India where he might possibly catch a glimpse of the incredibly rare Pallas's cat. The nomadic people here, the Changpas, have grazed their livestock across this landscape for generations.
If anyone has seen a Pallas's cat up close, it would be them.
दिखा नहीं एक बार भी नहीं वहाँ पे कोई
So, after having questioned many shepherds, no one seems to have seen the Pallas's cat. To find them, I'll first have to find what they eat.
Summer on the Changtang Plateau is a busy time for the local wildlife. Marmots, the largest rodent found in the Trans-Himalaya, about the same size as a Pallas's cat, but double the weight. Though cats sometimes take over its burrow, they don't usually attack or eat adult marmots. The Pallas's cat prefers more bite-sized rodents. Voles.
Wow, look at the number of vole holes here. This is what the Pallas is after. This rocky outcrop in the middle of this lush meadow may be just the right place for the Pallas's cat to hide out. This looks like ideal Pallas cat habitat. It's got lots of little caves, interconnected, and small caves that even red foxes can't get into.
A fox, one of the Pallas's cat's main predators, might also be waiting for the cat to make an appearance.
One thing unique about the Pallas's cat is that it's known to have a habitual latrine spot. And this looks just like one of those. Good place to set up a camera trap. Why does this cat have to live all the way up here? Okay, done. The local people have never seen it. Our camera traps are not getting them. And there's very little information about where to go to find this cat.
The shy cats don't welcome human intrusion. Sandesh needs to blend into the background. He'll wait in a hide to see if that helps. A male Pallas's cat can have a whopping 39 square mile range. No wonder they're hard to find. It takes 20 days, but finally, out of nowhere, the Pallas's cat makes an appearance.
Wow, look at him. He's just sitting there on top of that hill. And you can barely make him out. He's got these rounded ears that lie flat on the side of his head. And that's one of his most distinguishing features. As a matter of fact, his scientific name, Otocolobus, in Greek means ugly-eared. Probably not one of the best names for this beautiful-looking cat.
It looks like there are two of them. One with a cut tail. And he's so furry. The Pallas's cat has a coat that's longer and denser than any other feline out there. That's one of its most incredible features. It makes the cat highly adaptable to this environment. Minus 30 in the winter, and this cat doesn't flinch. This is its home, 15,000 feet high up in the Himalaya.
All of a sudden, something triggers the attention of the Pallas's cat. It's time to play.
I cannot believe it. I've just seen and filmed one of India's most incredible small cats.
Sandesh says goodbye to the Pallas's cat. But there are even more elusive small cats out there to find. From the kingdom of the Pallas's cat at 15,000 feet up in the Himalaya, Sandesh travels to near sea level, where an amazing small cat makes its home right next door to people. On the surface, this landscape of plantations and ponds may seem ideal for a cat that loves fish. But that may not be the case.
This is one of the most overpopulated parts of the country, eastern India.
Sandesh is in West Bengal, where the fishing cat is the state animal.
I'm here to visit Papa, a local businessman with a passion for wildlife. He has some amazing intel of a fishing cat he's seen.
Hello, Mr. Kadu.
Oh,
how are you?
कैसे?
ठीक है?
I'm eager to see what Papa has for me. But first, a cup of chai.
Let's have a tea.
I've never seen a fishing cat in my life, and I know how hard it is to find any small cat in the wild.
वो एकदम से यूनिक
Papa tells me that a fishing cat visits his pond and catches dinner every night.
पानी के अंदर जाके ये टोटली यूनिक
I'm not sure I believe him. And then he shows me proof. Papa managed to get one on camera right in his own backyard.
This fishing cat is out in broad daylight, walking through the banana plantation in his backyard, just totally oblivious. What an incredible cat.
But too often, this wild cat's proximity with people doesn't end well. Even though the fishing cat is the state animal of West Bengal, some people fear it and kill it. But in this case, Bappa convinced the local people to release this one back into the wild. Not everyone is hostile.
ये कब मिला आपको?
Nearby, a human family protected a fishing cat mother busy raising her feline family.
It's incredible how this feline manages to survive. Not just survive, thrive in this human-dominated landscape.
Later that night, while people of the village get ready for bed, Sandesh gets ready for a stakeout.
The fishing cat is nocturnal. And in order to see one, I'm going to have to be nocturnal as well. But I can't see at night. I've set up infrared lights all along the outer bank.
The cat can't see infrared, and neither can Sandesh.
The only way for me to see them is through this camera. These are my eyes into the nocturnal world of the fishing cat. So, fingers crossed, it shows up and I can film it with this camera.
The camera reveals a secret nighttime world. A jungle cat prowls the edges, looking for an unwary rodent. A family of jackal walk by. A palm civet. But no sign of the fishing cat.
It's 2 in the morning, and the fishing cat has just shown up. What I'd really like to do is watch a fishing cat live up to its name. I want to see a fishing cat catch fish.
The fishing cat lives in marshy land and won't hesitate to get its paws wet. In fact, it can swim a good distance underwater. Aside from that, the fishing cat is strangely not very well adapted for catching fish. It has webbed front paws, but they're only slightly webbed, like a bobcat's. Its claws aren't particularly long, nor its molars particularly sharp. No wonder he has such a hard time catching fish. What the fishing cat really needs is patience and perhaps a higher vantage point.
The fishing cat is perched right on the roots of a coconut tree. There's lots of fish. Doesn't know where to jump. The amount of patience they must have, the amount of concentration, focus, to just wait there for hours. You can see how their muscles are just, oh, there he goes, there he goes.
After watching for hours, Sandesh finally gets the shot he came for. A fishing cat catching fish.
Oh, there he goes, there he goes. He did it. He jumped in, got something, and quickly went out. He waited for so long, sitting on the bank. Saw a fish come up close, jumped in, grabbed it, and out the water. He's gone. That was definitely worth the wait.
It's good to see that the fishing cat has carved out a niche living in our shadow, sharing our resources. This cat reminds us of our encroachment into their world and the importance of saving this shrinking wetland habitat.
From the wetlands of the fishing cat, Sandesh travels 1,200 miles west to Gujarat, where a feline thrives in one of the driest and harshest landscapes of India. Here, rock and cactus rule. Surface temperatures can top 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The creatures live underground and surface mostly at night. They get the moisture they need from what they eat. Here in Gujarat, Sandesh seeks the closest known ancestor of the house cat. Cats may have domesticated themselves over 4,000 years ago by hanging out around villages and performing pest control. Domestic cats still resemble their wild ancestors. So reports of an Asiatic wildcat sighting often turn out to be just another domestic tabby. But this report was different.
That's definitely an Asiatic wildcat or desert cat.
Sure?
Oh yes, 100%. क्या खा रहा है?
ये ग्रे फ्रैंकुलिन खा रहा है.
Okay.
You see that feathers are there.
So I'm with Mr. Vikram Singh Soda here in Gujarat, and just 2 days ago, he's had the most amazing sighting of a desert cat. Shall we go and find it?
Yes, definitely.
All right, let's go. Vikram's taking me to the spot where he saw the cat. Seeing his footage gives me hope that it may still be around. And there are other signs. Oh, I got the cat. Wow.
Yes,
Fresh pug mark. Just barely see its imprint right here. We've just found a fresh pug mark of what we assume to be the desert cat that Vikram saw a few days ago. That's great. So now for an all-night stakeout to look for this cat.
And from the darkness, out it comes to sit upon the rock.
And this cat is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It looks like a miniature leopard. And this is incredible. This is the first time I've ever seen one out in the wild. Oh, there he comes again.
Suddenly, the cat's on the move, on a mission. Desert cats are highly nocturnal, especially in the summer, when they go after nighttime animals.
Oh, he's just gotten up. He's coming towards us. He's out on a hunt. Look at that. Look at that focus. Looks like he's going after that little flying insect. Oh, yeah.
He not only looks like a domestic cat, he even acts like one.
Seems to be a juvenile. Very inquisitive. Just hunting, foraging.
From the dry deserts of western India, Sandesh heads south to the Deccan Plateau. An ancient landscape of thorn scrub and granite boulders, more than 2 billion years old. Home to a surprising variety of animals. King of the hill is the ferocious jungle cat, about the size of a large house cat.
The jungle cat might be one of India's most common feline species, but seeing one in the wild is not so common.
The Deccan Plateau has a large population of these little cats. But their home within these rocks was almost lost. A Hindu priest tells Sandesh that a powerful god dwells amongst these rocks.
He tells me that a few years ago, a mining company started dynamiting the boulders for construction material. But the local people fought hard for their temple. And for now, the deity of the rocks has prevailed.
Last couple of days I've been sitting here looking like a bush, and you won't believe it, but right here I'm surrounded by over a dozen jungle cats. Normally you see a jungle cat and it's gone before you even say jungle cat, and here I've been spending hours with them. They sleep a lot. Maybe I should write a paper on that.
The top cat in this pile of boulders is one big badass male, half blind in one eye. He probably got injured in a fight.
They may be called jungle cats, but these rugged felines, with long legs and large pointy ears, thrive wherever they have a mind to, from swamps and grasslands to the rocks here. By midday, the Deccan Plateau starts heating up, and there is not much else to do but lay down for a little cat nap. And where better to stay cool than in the depths of the caves? When the air cools, that's the kitten's cue to start exploring. They've got company. A family of Indian foxes. The pups and the kittens keep a close eye on each other, but keep their distance. They both have bigger things to worry about. A raptor. They all know the drill. Once the raptor is gone, it's playtime again. slaying hones their hunting skills. They may depend on their mother for now, but in 9 months, they'll be on their own. It's a good life to be a jungle cat amidst these holy boulders. All a jungle cat needs is a small pile of rocks to call home. And they'll help the farmers by keeping check on the rodent population.
I'm very thankful the local people have fought off the stone destruction and protected these boulders so full of life.
From the land of the jungle cat, Sandesh heads 700 miles north to another rocky landscape. This is leopard territory. But while leopards get all the press, they share this place with one of the least known of all felines, the rusty spotted cat.
I've rushed up here to northwestern India because I've just heard news of the rusty spotted cat. It's India's smallest cat and it's been giving me my biggest headache.
Sandesh has come to meet with his friend, wildlife photographer Shatrunjay, who managed to photograph the notoriously elusive cat.
Can't wait to see it.
You got to see it to believe it.
Oh, yes, that is a rusty spotted cat. Well done.
Weighing only 3.5 pounds, the rusty spotted cat is one of the smallest cats in the world, and the smallest in India.
As if that wasn't enough, Shatrunjay shows me another stunning picture that a guest photographed just a few days ago.
This is great. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Have you been putting any camera traps out?
Oh, we've done few camera traps.
Shall we go out and find it?
Let's do it.
All right.
And wait.
These hills are Shatrunjay's backyard. He knows every single rock pile for miles around. And now he is taking Sandesh to one particular pile of boulders, a maze of cracks and granite crevices.
These boulders are home to many species of cats. An old piece of bone here, as obviously something's made a kill, most likely a leopard. Wow, oh, it's going to be a tight squeeze.
Sandesh sets the camera traps where Shatrunjay saw his first rusty spotted cat. Their habits are a mystery, but they're believed to be mainly nocturnal.
Now it's time to wait it out all night with this special infrared camera equipment. It's coming up the tree. Oh, there he is. Yes. Oh, this is so adorable. One of the reasons why people hardly ever get to see this small cat is because they're highly arboreal and they spend a lot of their time sitting on trees. This is also where they hunt small birds geckos, and even insects. Oh, look at that, he's just gotten up. To cool themselves down, they lick their fur. It allows the saliva to evaporate.
While Sandesh is filming the sleeping spotted cat, his camera traps catch quite a show. From the boulders of the rusty spotted cat in Rajasthan, Sandesh heads just over 1,200 miles east into the remote northeastern corner of India. This land of jungle and mist is the kingdom of the biggest of the small cats. Or the smallest of the big cats, depending on how you look at it. The clouded leopard. Named for its cloud-like blotches, clouded leopards have the largest canines in proportion to their skull size of all cats, earning them the nickname modern-day saber-tooth. Finding this feline in the wild has been a lifelong dream for Sandesh.
A few years ago, I was part of a project that helped 2 orphaned clouded leopards. Over the course of 2 years, I followed them as they grew up from helpless balls of fur to mischievous youngsters, until finally they returned to the wild.
Clouded leopards live in this amazingly dense rainforest. It's a claustrophobic world, and trying to even get a glimpse of the clouded leopard is next to impossible.
Sandesh consults an expert. Priya Singh, a wildlife biologist, has dedicated the last few years to studying clouded leopards in the wild. But she's not exactly encouraging.
How do you decide where to set up a camera trap?
Being carnivores, if they are to move through the forest floor, they would prefer open trails like these. Just going to show you what we got.
Oh, the clouded leopard. So what are my chances of seeing and filming a clouded leopard out here?
I spent 4 months here, and I was in the forest almost 5 days of the week, and I never saw one. Your only chance of seeing a clouded leopard is through a camera trap.
Okay, well, let's get to work.
Sandesh's web of cameras is now set up all over the forest.
While I wait for the camera traps to do their job, I still want to try and see a clouded leopard with my own eyes, and perhaps even film it.
I've got my food supplies, bananas, fruit and nut, IR lights, camera, everything ready. Now I just need our main actor to show up. Still no sign of the clouded leopard.
1 week later, it's time to check the camera traps.
Look what we have here. A scrape mark. The scrape mark is an indication that one of the cats has walked along this trail, right close to one of our camera traps. This is most likely a clouded leopard. Let's go check the camera trap. That's a barking deer alarm call, indicating that there's some movement of a predator just down the ridge. Leopard! Oh my god! Look at that! It's crossed the log right there. Yes, we have a clouded leopard. Yes. Okay, now we have to check the big camera.
Finally, after all these years, Sandesh has managed to capture a clouded leopard on camera in the wild.
Oh my god, look at that. What do we have there? Clouded leopard. That is just insane.
With large paws for gripping branches and specialized ankle joints that help them climb down trees head first, clouded leopards are perfectly at home, high up in the canopy.
This is spectacular. This is the shot I've been waiting for. Okay, I guess we can pack up and go now.
Although new technology is slowly helping us reveal a clouded leopard from the darkness, its secretive life is yet to be fully uncovered. It's good to know that there are still some felines that like to keep their secrets.
This adventure has given me the opportunity to come face to face with some of the least known animals on the planet.
The small cats of India spend their lives in hiding. Most people have never heard of them, nor will ever see one. Yet, it's only when we know more about them can we even think about saving them.
I can't wait to come back and uncover more secrets of India's small cats.
Wild cats. They are marvels of evolution, with lightning-fast reflexes, detonating muscle power, and extraordinary senses. All part of the package of being a super predator. In India, wild cats occupy every landscape, from the snow-capped peaks of the Himalaya to the dense jungles of the Western Ghats. India's big cats have kept up with a rapidly changing landscape and live alongside a growing human population. Sometimes in harmony, and sometimes in conflict. But what does their future hold? Himalaya, a land of eternal snow. A landscape so unapproachable that humans left it alone as the home of the gods. These high mountains, created by impact and shaped by the forces of sun, wind, and water, are one of the least populated places on Earth. But even here, in this barren landscape of boulders and ice, life exists. The top cat in this desolate landscape is the snow leopard. Large fur-lined paws act as snowshoes, and a thick furry tail, nearly the same length as its body, not only provides balance, but also acts like a warm scarf. Its compact body, small ears, and a double layer of thick fur help minimize heat loss. Large nasal cavities and well-developed lungs compensate for the thin air. All this, combined with a special gene, allow these supercats to rule over their vast mountain landscape. But in winter, when the temperature plummets far below zero and deep snow makes passage difficult, snow leopards need to move to parts of the mountain with less snow. Their main prey in this area, the urial and the ibex, have already moved. With food so scarce, there's demand for every morsel. He's not watching the urial. He's plotting an easier meal. Perched at 13,000 feet at the edge of the snow line is the little village of Ule. A few houses, a dozen people, some sheep, and yak-cow hybrids called Zo. They live as they have for several centuries. They know their feline neighbor well. In the local language, Ladakhi, they call it Shan. Grey as the mountains, elusive as a ghost, the Shan watches his neighbors from a hilltop vantage point. As night falls on Ule, he descends. Waiting until the village sleeps. Then, under the cover of darkness, makes his kill. A young Zo is his prize. But at nearly twice its weight, the snow leopard can't carry it very far. He eats what he can and returns to his rocky abode. In these open mountains, it's impossible to hide a kill. The commotion attracts the attention of another super predator, the wolf. The grey wolf in the Himalaya weighs about the same as an adult snow leopard. But wolves rarely travel alone. The pair could overpower the solitary cat. The snow leopard stands down and can only watch as the wolves eat their fill. No sooner have they left, a red fox begins to devour what he can. With food so scarce, he can't afford to miss any opportunity. But it's hard to eat a meal in peace when you could be a meal yourself. It's time for the Shan to reclaim his kill from the canine scavengers. But more scavengers wait in the wings. Magpies. The snow leopard has already lost enough. He's in no mood for sharing. The pesky magpies don't give him a moment's peace. Eventually, the Shan gets fed. The best meat now eaten, the Shan abandons the kill and leaves the cleanup crew to squabble over the remains. A majority of India's snow leopards live with humans and livestock outside protected areas. With an estimated worldwide population as low as 4,000, it's hard to know what the future holds for snow leopards. They've adapted to thrive in the cool high mountains of Central Asia and the Himalaya. But this may no longer be the abode of eternal snow. Rising temperatures threaten the habitat. For now, the grey ghost of the mountains is still the top cat, living precariously on the roof of the world. Beneath the mountain peaks and adapting to a changing India roams another big cat, the leopard. Able to carve out a niche from cities and suburbs to jungles, and yet stay nearly invisible, the leopard has the greatest range of all the 8 species of big cats, and is found across much of Africa and Asia. One place they are seen more frequently than any other is in the dry, rocky boulders of southwestern Rajasthan. Here, the great Indian desert meets the Aravalli, one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world. These granite hills, riddled with channels and fissures, provide refuge to numerous animals. And form the perfect den for these leopard cubs. Born blind and helpless, the cubs must wait for about a week to get their first look at the world. Every few days, their mother moves them. Their buildup of scent in the den could attract unwanted attention. But getting them on board is literally like herding cats. This palace of boulders is ruled by Katir. Named after a battle scar he earned while clawing his way to power. He is the father of the cubs and the undisputed king. But at over 10 years old, his power is waning. And other males wait for any sign of weakness so they can pounce into power. They watch his every move. As do the peafowl and the rabari. These nomadic people have lived here with their livestock for generations, under a curse. Legend has it that a saint once lived here in the hills. When a rabari's goat disturbed his meditation, the holy man cursed the land. Leopards would stalk the rabari forever. The Rabari accept their loss as an offering to the gods of these hills. This male, now in his prime, has trespassed into Khattir's territory and makes himself at home. On the other side of the hill, Khattir is busy marking his domain, unaware of the intruder. For cats, spraying urine is like posting on social media. It lets leopards know about each other and advertises females ready to mate. To assert his dominance, the new male will want to kill Khattir's cubs, securing a chance to mate with their mother and further his own bloodline. But not on her watch. This mother will do anything to protect her cubs. She's tough, and like all mother leopards, she can make it on her own. But Khattir has his own business with the young male. They meet head-on. Leopard turf wars can be fights to the death. There's tension in the air. Can Khattir defend his turf against the more aggressive male? Years of experience defending his turf has taught Khattir to study his challenger's every move. The Lord of the Leopards is only as good as his last fight. For now, Khattir has defended his domain and will continue to rule. The young male slinks off to make his own territory elsewhere. For a highly adaptable cat like a leopard, that's not a problem. Leopards, the widest ranging of all big cats, have learned to live alongside other big cats, even lions. Just 200 years ago, these lions roamed the vast expanse between Greece and Syria to India. Today, a relic population of the Asiatic lion survives here. Hunting and habitat loss had reduced their numbers to less than a dozen. The Nawab of Junagadh protected these last lions in Gir, his royal hunting preserve. Now a national park in the western state of Gujarat, Gir is the Asiatic lion's last stronghold. the State Forest Department tirelessly works to ensure their survival. They don't look that different from their African counterparts. Males typically have a smaller mane, but the most distinctive difference is the skin fold that runs along the Asiatic lion's belly. These lions also live in smaller prides. Summer temperatures in the dry forests of Gir can soar beyond 110 degrees Fahrenheit. With most natural water sources drying up, the park management provides fresh drinking water. These man-made watering holes become the centers of activity. The lions never stray too far. But they haven't come just to drink. Spotted deer, known as chital, are the most common deer across the forested parts of the country. And with a healthy population of chital in Gir, some are destined to become lion food. But with so many eyes watching, it's hard for lions to sneak up unless the deer are distracted. These young stags practice for the rut, unaware of the lions. A lioness will make a kill on average about once a week. Able to consume up to 20% of their body weight in a single sitting, this 150-pound chital carcass will feed the lioness for 3 to 4 days. With a young male joining in, this meal won't last long. They need to eat fast. The roar of another lion can be heard a few miles away, announcing his presence. Male lions announce themselves with a roar. A square vocal fold helps create one of the loudest calls in the animal kingdom. Heard up to 5 miles away. With a female in heat in the neighborhood, he'll have to follow his nose until he finds her. It all comes down to a little bit of chemistry. The lioness leaves behind chemical cues in her urine. These pheromones activate the Flehmen response. All cats do this. Though it looks aggressive, it's just the lion's way of drawing in the scent over the Jacobson's organ on the roof of his mouth. That tells him if she's ready to mate. Even under the best conditions, mating is a matter of quantity over quality. In 3 days, this lioness will mate over 100 times with multiple males. A strategy, perhaps, to prevent infanticide. Four months later, the lioness has had her litter, usually 2 to 4 cubs. This youngster, hungry and wobbly after a nap, comes to suckle. She'll have to find her own mother. In Gir, in these small prides, usually only one cub lives to see its first birthday. Even so, the Asiatic lion, the only lion outside of Africa, is slowly making a comeback. Now, numbering more than 500, they've spread beyond the boundaries of the park to roam nearly 8,000 square miles across southern Gujarat. A remarkable comeback for a big cat that teetered on the brink of extinction. While lions adorn India's official emblem, it is the tiger, the very image of royalty, that is India's national animal. For millennia, they have ruled the forests and grasslands across the country. In the 1900s, about 100,000 tigers prowled across Asia. Their numbers have dropped to fewer than 4,000 worldwide, and 70% of them live in India. Ranthambore Tiger Reserve in northern India. Once a royal hunting preserve, Ranthambore's rugged 550 square mile wilderness is a natural paradise. Paradise that has everything the world's largest cat needs. Dense cover to blend in. An abundance of deer to feed on. And ample sources of fresh water to cool off. All of this has made Ranthambore home to 70 tigers, some of whom are among the world's most iconic. The most famous of them was Muchli, the Tiger Queen. The heroine of several films, Muchli attracted visitors from all over the world. Mother to 4 litters of cubs, Muchli lived for 19 years, amongst the longest of any wild tiger. Now her daughters and granddaughters carry on her dynasty. Krishna, Muchli's daughter from her 4th litter, has now inherited her mother's former territory, the best in Ranthambore, and is the new queen of the lakes. Being a successful mother is in her genes, and she has just finished raising her 2nd litter to adulthood. The 2 female cubs, Lightning and Arrowhead, are independent, making their own kills. Whereas Pac-Man, their brother, is still learning the art of hunting. But at 2 years, he needs to learn to be independent, to go and carve out his own territory. With stealth, focus, and pads that absorb sound, Krishna prepares to strike. These play fights are not what they used to be. By cutting off her ties, Krishna is teaching him to be independent. The most important life lesson. Male tigers can weigh well over 500 pounds. They are the largest of all big cats, and the biggest threat to a dispersing young male. Pac-Man will have to learn to steer clear of other tigers. Krishna travels across her kingdom, marking the trees. Her scent-rich urine warns other tigers that this territory is taken. Now, with her new litter of 3 cubs, Krishna needs to keep them close to ensure their safety. A new queen is preparing to challenge the throne. At Ranthambore, the royal power around the lakes has shifted. Pac-Man's sister Arrowhead is now the queen of the Lake Territory. Krishna, being the gracious mother that she is, has left this prime real estate to her daughter. She's moved to the hilly outer ridge of the lakes to raise her third litter of cubs. This was once her territory, and she knows it well. Krishna's cubs, now a year old, still depend on her to teach them essential survival skills. Lesson 1. Stay put while she hunts. The dense foliage is good for concealment, but also prevents making a direct strike. Even for an experienced tiger mother like Krishna, most hunts end in failure. The cubs hold their position, but not for long. Play fighting is a good way to pass time. Krishna returns empty-handed. Lesson 2. Learning the trails from one ravine to the next. The cubs will need to build a mental map of the waterholes in the area. In the punishing temperatures of the summer dry season, finding water and being able to cool off is critical for survival. Not only are these watering holes good for hunting, they are also places to cool down in the midday heat. Having evolved in the cool northern climates, tigers are not well adapted to such high temperatures. Unlike most other big cats, tigers love water. Rubbing cheeks helps spread pheromones that build family bonds. And playtime hones observation skills. Even a tiny palm squirrel needs to be wary of this hunter in training. the next year, Krishna will need to feed, train, and protect her young family. Not an easy task, even for a seasoned mother. With this new generation, Krishna is ensuring that Machli's powerful legacy continues to grow. And Ranthambore remains a tiger paradise. As tigers battle for prime territory in India's wild spaces, those wild spaces themselves are getting ever harder to find. For now, India's big cats are holding their own. But that wasn't always the case. Cheetah once inhabited India, but by the middle of the 20th century, they were wiped out. Many of India's other big cats nearly went the same way. But the future is starting to improve. Human pressure is the biggest threat to India's big cats, and it will take human resolve and intervention in order to save them.